What? The UK just reduced the stay-back period after masters? I know it sounds shocking, but it is no longer just a rumor. The golden ticket of UK education, the 2-year graduate route visa, is officially shrinking. The UK government has confirmed that for future students, the post-study work visa is shrinking. We are moving from 2 years down to 18 months. That is, 6 months of job hunting time vanished. If you are planning your studies for the 2026 or 2027 intakes, you need to understand exactly how this timeline works because getting it wrong could cost you your career. First, let's clarify who takes the hit. This reduction specifically applies to the master's and bachelor's graduates. If you are heading to the UK for a PhD, you can breathe easy. Your entitlement remains unchanged at 3 years. But for everyone else, the new standard is 18 months. Why does this matter? Because finding a sponsored job in the UK is not an overnight process. Losing 6 months means you have a tighter deadline to impress an employer and secure that permanent skilled worker visa before your time runs out. Now, let's look at the implementation date, because this is where the confusion starts. This rule applies to graduate route applications submitted on or after January 1st, 2027. This creates a very specific safe zone. If you are already studying in the UK or if you apply for your post-study visa before the ball drops on New Year's Day 2027, you generally retain the current 2-year validity. However, if you are joining a program later, say the September 2026 intake, you will likely be graduating and applying for your PSW after the 2027 deadline. That means you will fall into the new 18-month cohort. You need to do the math on your graduation date right now. So, what is the strategy? If you fall into the 18-month category, you cannot afford to waste your first few months in the UK just settling in. You need to be focused and build your network from day one of your university course. The government is tightening these rules to ensure that only the most focused, high-potential graduates stay. The days of taking a gap year on a PSW visa are effectively over. You need to be career-ready the moment you step off the plane. The UK is still a top destination, but the timeline is tighter. If you are confused about which intake keeps you safe, or if you need to plan your career roadmap to fit this new 18-month window, or if you need to know if there are better alternatives as an international student, feel free to talk to us. We can help you pick the right course and the right start date. Click the link in the description to book a free consultation call with Edumox.